In this step, we talk about the folder structure of a ForrestJS project, and we are going to initialize a new project. A ForrestJS project is just a Node.js project, so you can easily initialize it with an npm init. This will simply result in a package JSON that has the responsibility to describe how to run a project and maybe how to store dependencies, or what are the dependencies of this project. Another important area of the code base is the root folder. So the root folder is where the package JSON is. In this folder, you might have different setup files. You will have your README, you will have probably a license. We already used the Docker Compose to run some infrastructural service like Postgres and Adminer. In this folder, you might have support stuff like images and videos for the documentation of this specific project. So there might be quite a mess. Inside this folder, we will place our source folder. It's good to have it mostly for two reasons. One, it's just organization. You know that everything that you write for the business logic of the application will go into the source folder. A second reason is that you might decide to use TypeScript, for instance. So you might need to transpile what's inside your source folder into a build folder. Inside the source folder, we find an index.js file. This one is the entry point of the application, and in a ForrestJS app, it takes the name of the application manifest. This file will contain the description of the application. It's a declarative description of how we will compose the application using services and features, and what kind of configuration we give it, what kind of environment information we need it, but it's just describing. So there is no business logic in this file, so it's a manifest. And then we will have features and services. Features and services are the building blocks of a ForrestJS application. It will be a structure of subfolders. For now, it's important to know that the difference between services and features is mostly for their goal, for their scope of existence. A feature exists to provide business value to the end user. Like in our to-do application, like a feature could be listing the to-dos we have or creating a new to-dos. It's something that the user really needs. A service instead is just a support for writing features, like connecting to a database or managing logging, or all stuff that we desperately need to build features, but that the user doesn't even want to be aware of. A feature is participating actively in your code base, in the project code base, so files will be in your Git. A service, we can easily publish it on npm. ForrestJS is also an ecosystem of available services that we can just install and use to reduce the amount of time that we spend writing our application.